On April 7, Baku Appeal Court denied an appeal filed by the head of the Election Monitoring and Democracy Studies Center, Anar Mammadli, against the Nasimi District Court decision denying his request to replace his pretrial detention with house arrest. Note that Anar Mammadli was detained on December 16, 2013 on charge of running business without registration, tax evasion, and abuse of office by influencing election results. The court ordered him to serve 3 months of pretrial detention. Investigation of the case is conducted by the Serious Crimes Investigation Department of the Prosecutor General's Office. On March 6, 2014, Mammadli's pretrial detention term was extended by 3 months. On March 19, Mammadli, Suleymanli and Mammadov faced additional charges of service forgery and appropriation of property. On April 5, the head of the Committee Against Torture, Elçin Behbudov, was received by Defense Minister Zakir Hasanov. According to Behbudov at a press conference on April 7, the conversation lasted more than an hour, and he asked the minister questions relating facts of torture and inhuman treatment in the army. Hasanov assured the human rights activists that the Committee Against Torture may conduct regular monitoring in military units and disciplinary divisions. Behbudov also said that on the results of the first 6 months of the year, he will present a detailed report on the facts of torture in 2014. On April 7, a hearing was held on the case of P.HASIMLI, Bizim Yol newspaper journalist and editor-in-chief of Moderator Az website, and his alleged accomplice Tevekkül Gurbanov in Baku Court on grave crimes. Judge Novruz Karimov led the process. 3 witnesses gave testimony in the process. All 3 testimonies were about Tevekkül Gurbanov. However, the testimonies appeared to be contradictory to their statements provided during preliminary investigation. They noted that they were called by the MNS employees and summoned to the court as circumstantial witnesses. Note that journalist P.HASIMLI was detained on September 17 by employees of the Ministry of National Security. He is charged under 3 articles of the Azerbaijan Criminal Code: Article 206.3.2, smuggling of firearms on preliminary arrangement by an organized group; Article 228.2.1, illegal purchase, transfer, selling, storage, transportation, and carrying of firearms, their accessories, supplies, and explosives by an organized group; and Article 228.2.2, the same acts committed repeatedly. On September 18, Sabah District Court imposed 2 months detention term on P.HASIMLI. His detention term was extended for another 3 months on November 7. The trial of the activists of the Nida movement and the free use continued on April 10 and 11. The court proceeded to examine the evidence. The letter sent to the Serious Crimes Investigation Department by the Minister of National Security was read. The letter contained Facebook correspondence, status updates, and text messages written by the accused Novruzov, Guliyev, and Azizov. The defense insisted on the exclusion of this letter from the evidence, claiming MNS actions were not sanctioned and therefore the operational search activities cannot be considered legitimate. However, the judge rejected the request. The court also heard the protocols on the review of the Harlem Shake video with participation of the accused, as well as documents consisting of the event notification sent to the Baku mayor's office and the response. Note that 7 activists of Nida civic movement were detained in April and May of 2013 and are charged with planning to use Molotov cocktails during a mass protest in Baku on March 10, 2013. Some of the youths are also charged with illegal possession of drugs. Member of the Azad Gençlik organization İlkin Rüstamzade, who is co-accused with Nida activists, was detained on May 17, 2013. He was first charged with hooliganism, then additional with organizing riots and attempting to participate in them. On April 11, Baku Appeal Court held preliminary hearing on the appeal regarding the criminal case of former MP Güler Ahmedova. The process was presided by Judge Eflatun Gasimov. Lawyers of the defendant filed several motions, none of which were granted. The lawyer of Rashad Abdullayev should have been here. There is no victim in this case, commented Ahmedova. Note that former Member of Parliament Güler Ahmedova was sentenced to 3 years in prison by the verdict of Baku Court on grave crimes on December 3, 2013. Dissatisfied with the decision, Ahmedova's lawyer Afsar Talibov filed an appeal against it. Ahmedova was charged under Articles 178.3.2, fraud causing large damage, and 307.2, concealment of minor serious crimes of the Criminal Code.